WrestleMania 40 has come and go, and it is one of, if not the best WrestleMania in WWE history, largely in part to the main event where we saw Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns with so many cameos that include Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa, John Cena, The Rock, Seth Rollins, and then one I don't think anybody was expecting, The Undertaker. The ending of the match has been compared to Avengers Endgame, and for good reason, because this was just absolute cinema. The story between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes is tremendous as itself. So you throw in Jimmy and Jey going at it to help their respective parties, Solo trying to bail Roman out as he does, and then Cena coming out for his revenge. Then The Rock coming out, him and Cena absolutely has history. That doesn't need to be explained. Seth Rollins has a lot of current beef, but the one that fans are not quite as sure as is The Undertaker. Now, majority of the fans didn't care if it made sense or not. They just love seeing The Undertaker. But some, mainly Roman Reigns, stands, and if you are one, all credit to you. The best part about WWE and wrestling is you can cheer for whoever you want, and you don't owe anybody an explanation. But they kind of pointed out, hey, why does The Undertaker in here? He doesn't really have a history with The Rock. Well, there is reasons for The Undertaker to be out there just based on the rivalry. While he really never had one advance with The Rock, he's had issues with the family throughout all his career, and Roman Reigns beat him in WrestleMania, and the WrestleMania the year before when Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker, Paul Heyman was a part of it. So on that alone, I think The Undertaker coming out makes a lot of sense. Now, Stone Cold Steve Austin was supposed to be in The Undertaker spot at WrestleMania, but it was reported that financially a deal just couldn't be agreed upon. But The Undertaker makes just as much sense because of the deeper meaning in this match. This wasn't just rival versus rival. This was about what's best for business, a perfect way to start the Triple H era. On one side, you have the Bloodline, who just wants to simply take over the industry. They want to be a dictator and control everything. They just want to be on top no matter what. Then Team Cody, the Avengers, they know from their experience with the Bloodline how dangerous they are and that they need to be to a stop no matter what. Jey Uso, obviously in the Bloodline for multiple years. John Cena has had issues with Roman Reigns being on top of the industry since before the Bloodline was even formed. When he returned a few years ago to challenge Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, his reasoning was that Roman Reigns and the Bloodline need to be put to a stop. That's what was best for business. And in a few of his appearances in these past few years, he returned to help competitors defeat the Bloodline. Kevin Owens in a tag match against Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. He helped out LA Knight, and obviously now Cody Rhodes. So for Cena, he didn't just come out because he currently had issues with Solo. He wanted to help put a stop to the Bloodline to help the industry. Seth Rollins, the Iron Man of the story, gave himself up for the greater good. He knew by joining Cody Rhodes in that tag match in this fight to bring down the Bloodline, he was putting his championship in jeopardy, but he had to do it because he saw the Bloodline as a threat to the industry, and that they took over, the industry would be on the downfall. So he did whatever it took, even taking a chair in the back for Cody, being a shield to ensure that the Bloodline would not succeed. So with this story being about saving the industry, The Undertaker just makes so much sense. The Rock goes around calling himself the final boss. The Undertaker's the real final boss. The Bloodline thinks they can run the industry. They're the face of it. No, The Undertaker is. The Undertaker saw the Bloodline and The Rock trying to take over the industry, so he was having none of it. So he was saving his industry. So those are a few of my thoughts about the main event of WrestleMania 40. What do you guys think? Am I reaching here? Does The Undertaker actually make no sense and the WWE got desperate? Or does he make perfect sense? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.